Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristin.
And this is why I'm watching Desperate Housewives, Season 2, Episode 6.
I wish I could forget you. From apparently the Stephen Sondheim musical Passion.
This one was a doozy.
Wowzers.
Well, for starters, you saw the whole thing coming. Like every you laid out the all four plots within like the first 10 minutes, and yet somehow you were still caught unawares.
Okay, well, I have had one Rachel pour of wine, and I had a Dorito snack.
You want to start with Lynette?
Let's start with Lynette. Workplace harassment. What the hell, Nina?
We talked a little bit during the watch along, as we've said. If you want to watch along with us, you can head on over to the Patreon at patreon.com/soimwatching $3 watchers tier, blah, blah, blah. Nina's absolutely an antagonist. However,
villainy.
This was villainy.
Make a few innocent comments and you go out and buy yourself a gorgeous new suit. Dance, puppet, dance.
I found... I'm kind of a 3 out of 5 times I'm sort of on her side, even if I think she goes about it very arrogantly.
So here's my main issue is like, if it was only Nina being like, don't wear that suit. Because
if she pulled her aside and was like, this is an important meeting, I need you to be on your best.
To be honest, even if she said it in the big meeting, like, I need you to wear your nicest, like, I need you to wear this suit. That's the nicest suit that I know you have. I need you to wear that. Even if she said it in the meeting of other people, the issue that I have is that everyone else in the entire office is in on making fun of Lynette's suits.
Can you do me a favor and maybe not wear the green suit?
I wasn't planning to, but why?
The fabric, it just has this quality to it. Like you could, I don't know, wipe it clean with a damp cloth.
I'll just wear a different suit then.
Like what, you think?
Another suit?
Inappropriate.
I have other suits.
And if by other suits you mean the gray one, then...
No, actually, I have quite a few others. The blue one and, What's wrong with the blue suit?
Stu, would you like to tell Lynette what's wrong with the blue suit? Do the thing that you did at lunch. Look at me, I'm Lynette. Oh, I've got food stains everywhere.
All right, so if I get my blue suit dry cleaned, will that be acceptable to everyone?
The pants also have a split seam in the back.
It was loud and clear.
Yeah.
Lynette heard loud and clear, was like, gotcha. And then she kept going. And it was almost like if I were in that room, I would be like, I'm going to have to start laughing at these jokes just so we can get past this.
Yeah, can we just please move on?
It was such mean girl bullshit, like high school.
The only thing I'll take away from Lynette is like, you should know that the back seam of your suit is ripped. You should know that.
And she made a comment about like 2-year-old breast milk, and I'm like, okay, we're getting to a biohazard place.
Why did you
like dry clean?
Have you not dry cleaned anything? Like,
but she said something.
Yeah, aside from that,
but she said something to Tom about how it's like she hasn't gotten a new suit in 6 years. I'm like,
she wasn't working. She deserves new clothes.
Yeah, he look 100%. You like part of the reason why they're in this mess is because of their like money situation.
Only sort of. Yeah, not it's not really a money situation. They seem to be like doing they are living on one income, which is impressive.
Well, part of the reason why she went back to work is because she could make more money than he was.
He also just quit because she meddled. So it's like they need to have someone working. They don't both need to be working, which even in the year 2005 is pretty impressive that they don't both need to have a job with 4 kids. And so basically, but she's gone back to work after like a long time, and understandably, you can't be dropping tons of money on clothes, but also
you need like 3 new suits, which is what she had
had
4.
like 4 or 5, which is also I don't think it's an investment for sure. And that's the thing for me, where Tom's like, don't you think I would love to be wearing designer suits?
Yeah, what a weird place for him to develop restraint.
Yeah.
Like
there's also no indication that any of her suits were designer. She said, I can't be walking in there with everybody else wearing
Vera Wang
and Armani, and I'm wearing the thing I bought 7 years ago. So I am on her side with the spending money thing 100%, because then she comes home with new golf clubs for him because she wears her new suit. She nails the pitch.
It was so good.
Even though Nina tries to still belittle her by because she was trying to return it still, but wear it first. And so she ripped the tag off. So she comes home with brand new golf clubs for Tom.
What is this?
Sometimes we just need to get something that makes us happy.
Honestly,
I
go
know that
Lynette.
sounds
I am so
but
on
I've been
Lynette's
thinking
side with this.
I
it
am
might
too.
make us better people.
No, Lynette, no. This is wrong.
Carbon fiber shafts.
Wow, I feel like a better parent already.
I kind of like this.
Oh yeah.
Sexy music.
Disheveled Tom.
Oh, yeah. And she's like, sometimes we need to do stuff for us. Because his excuse was like preschool for Penny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Preschool for Penny.
Tutoring, math tutoring, braces.
And the twins need braces. And he was like, this suit will put a dent in that. And I was like, since when on earth does $900 put a dent in braces? I've never heard of such a thing. But yeah, so basically she comes out the right side of it.
How bad are their teeth? I think we're a little overzealous with some of the. Not trying to take a pro or an anti the childhood dentistry, but like
I think kids need dentists.
Mm-hmm.
I think we put kids in braces who don't need braces. I think we put kids in braces because they have a gap in their teeth, and they don't need braces.
That's why I got them, and I kind of missed the gap in my teeth.
They don't need.
I always liked it, even as a child. I liked it
because like my teeth aren't crooked. I just have a gap in my teeth, and I don't care about it. And my parents made me feel good about it. So
they had to pull teeth. I had to have 6 teeth pulled just to get braces.
Did you have your wisdom teeth removed when you were little?
No, because they pulled teeth.
Huh. So did your wisdom teeth grow in? Huh.
I have them right here.
Oh my God. Crazy.
I've had 2 dentists be like, you could remove them, but they're like right on the line of like fine.
But if they didn't hurt you, then it doesn't matter. This one,
they're a little bit like the rest of my teeth are like this, and the wisdom teeth are a little bit like that. But
yeah, but if they didn't and don't hurt you, then it's whatever. Yeah, this one, when I had my baby teeth, was 2 teeth. So 2 teeth fell out and 1 tooth grew in. But that's the only weird thing about my teeth. I don't know. I like my teeth. I think they're.
I miss my gap.
Yeah.
It's something that I just.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a weird.
I agree with you though. I think we're overzealous about teeth like straightening.
And that's also nitpicking like a throwaway line.
But it's also like, just to finish this thought journey, it's also like the issue I have right now with celebrity veneers, where I'm like, I just wish you had your teeth. And it's something that we were talking very recently about Kirsten Dunst, and I was like, she's never done anything to her teeth, and they're so unique to her and her face, and we love Amy Lou Wood and her teeth, and I'm just like, it just makes you a more interesting,
I always appreciated
way more interesting person.
I always appreciated Lena Headey's teeth.
Lena Headey's teeth?
Because she's supposed to be playing like the most beautiful woman in the world in Game of Thrones, and it's like, well, medieval women wouldn't have chompers.
Actually, the other thing too is one thing I noticed about New Girl is that Hannah Simone, Cece, is supposed to be a model, like a professional Los Angeles model. She's got one little snaggletooth over here. I love it. I'm very passionate about people's teeth and how they should have the teeth they have.
Within reason. Within reason.
If you are not confident in your teeth,
if you
should
want,
absolutely fix them. If you want.
The thing is, it's because of like social media. It's almost become like a rite of passage. Like people think they need, because Philip DeFranco has veneers for medical reasons, and he's like warned. He's like, if you don't need them, don't do it. They require upkeep.
Yeah.
He was like every 10 years, I kind of have to redo them.
Yeah.
And sometimes they fall out, and then he has like a metal spike in his mouth.
I do have one root canal, so I have one metal spike in my mouth, but my crown has not fallen off as of yet.
Also, if they're so concerned about nailing this meeting, this pitch for this company, make better advertisements, because I don't know what the hell those posters were.
Ugly.
It was so bleak.
And
it was like weird Russian, like
so Russian forward that I'm like, wow, 20 years ago we were in a different spot with Russia, weren't we? We are.
Maybe her suits aren't the problem.
Yeah, maybe your suits aren't the problem. Maybe it's this Russian situation.
This ad campaign.
Yikes. So that's basically the end of that. Is Tom gets a present too. And
he's suddenly fine with it. Everything's good.
The other thing too is like that's kind of in my mind where I'm like, that's what you have a credit card for. You make a big purchase on your credit card, you pay it down, and then you have the thing. It's like she's not going to need more suits again for a couple years.
You said it with investment.
Yeah.
It was like a year or two ago, John Oliver did a whole thing about how people do not understand what the word investment means.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Also, it can't be overstated how good she looked.
Ooh, the red.
Oh, that's a fantastic suit.
Oh, thanks.
The red.
And it was also like a really like straight. It wasn't a boat neck, but it was like a straight across neckline underneath the suit.
Felicity Huffman has a very tomboy quality.
Yeah.
Like she's got a very sporty, like,
we talked about
vibe.
it when she was taking Nina out for drinks, and we were like, she's a guy's girl.
And they find ways of really gussying her up on this show. It's great.
Well, she's a guy's girl, but she's also hot, and she knows how to use that to her advantage. So it works for me. Okay.
Gabby.
Gabby.
This was actually a good episode for Gabby in spite of how...
Yes.
Like, my biggest issue with the show, and certainly with rewatching it, is how despicable Gabby is as a character.
It's really tough.
And this was a really good showing. I've said it a bunch. I'll probably continue saying it. I think Eva Longoria is underrated as a comedic, and I think her physicality. We needed a minimum of 3 seasons of telenovela. That's one of the ones I want to see if it's still out there somewhere, because I want to get it, because I remember really liking telenovela when it was
very
on.
Funny.
And that allowed her to do a lot of like hijinks and stuff. But like that ridiculous golden outfit she was wearing to court, and the way he was like manhandling her, like dragging her through the hallways.
Jesus Christ, Gabby.
What the hell is this? I thought I told you to dress maternal.
Yes, you did, and I considered it for about a second.
What happened?
It's never a smart strategy to cover this up.
We've got 40 minutes before the pretrial hearing. Let's go home and get you changed.
What?
You want to get your husband out of jail? You gotta dress like a pregnant, suffering wife.
David.
What are you doing here?
I need a favor, David.
This has to do with lifting my client's restraining order. The answer's the same one you got last week.
You don't understand. I love Crystal.
Yeah, we all love the pretty ladies at the Stop and Shop, but now you've got to love her from 50 yards away.
You turned her against me.
Crystal hired me to keep you away from her.
Then why did she ask for my phone number?
She's a cashier. You paid by check.
Don't walk away from me. We're having a conversation.
And then we got what's his face. I can't think of the actor's name.
Adrian Pasdar.
No, the gun.
Oh.
He's a day player. He's on Cougar Town.
He's in lots of stuff. What?
And this was a very straightforward role for him.
Sam Lloyd. No, that's the doctor. Bob Clendenin Lewis.
It's funny, both of them are on Cougar Town. That's
they are,
funny.
Yeah. Well, Sam Lloyd is dead, and I don't think...
When did that happen?
Years ago. He had cancer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He was also in Scrubs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, years ago. Yeah, 2020. He had like really bad cancer, lung cancer. Yeah. Sorry. He's dead.
I feel bad.
He was like an accountant or something on Scrubs, right?
Yeah.
Like the hospital accountant or something. Yeah.
It was one of those things where it was literally just like a day player that like blew up, and because he's the same character in Cougar Town.
Is he?
I think.
Yeah.
There gets to be, and if he's not, they definitely make
similar
meta jokes, like inside jokes about it, because Cougar Town is in the same world as Scrubs.
You can only buy telenovela.
Oh,
and you can also only buy the pilot for $2 on Amazon.
Anyways, he's mad because Adrian Pasdar, what's his name? David turned the cashier clerk at Dollar General against him or something.
He goes, well, then why did she ask me for my phone number? And he was like, you paid with a check. You're not special.
And you were like Nostradamus watching this episode because you were like,
you're creepy. Nobody likes you. Would you call a conversation the rest of us call harassment?
Oh, God.
I feel like he's going to shoot up the courthouse. They caught it.
That's right, you better run.
Freeze!
I don't remember this episode.
wham! Yeah, and he really does.
David like hucks Gabby across the hallway.
Well, not before he pulls her in front of him on the way.
It's like the Austin Powers.
Yeah.
He's like, say goodbye, Powers. I'm feeling a little loopy today.
I'm a little drunk.
I was gonna say you're the one that was drinking, but yeah. So her whole plot is that when he gets shot.
Yeah.
I thought he was dead. He survives
it's just the shoulder. So he gets shot on the shoulder, and she goes to visit him at the hospital to be like, hey, thank you. And then he makes it sexy. She like helps feed him the hospital food, but he's
got his nipples out.
Direct eye contact while he's taking food off the fork. And so then the next day, he in the courtroom, he basically is like, I can't do it. I'm in love with you. We have to be together and all of this. And so she's like, what the actual fuck? So she calls him over to the house and she like seduces him in an amazing magenta robe
fuchsia,
and like lavender underwear. Unbelievably attractive. And he's like, no, I want to only be together. And she's like, we can have an affair or nothing. And so he starts sort of going for it. And then she pushes on his bullet wound and she's like, no, this
gotcha.
This is just lust. Absolutely not. You will be back in the courtroom tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then Carlos is also doing that classic thing where he's like, you planned this with him so that you could have sex with each other. And I'm like, that doesn't seem correct.
So I actually don't really remember a lot about this season. But it sounds because okay, I think Carlos and Gabby get good material again later.
Okay,
I think this, as I recall, this season I think is a lot of this.
This is very like this again.
Yep.
This again.
Very cyclical.
And also for having like Alfre Woodard and Makad Brooks in the cast this season, we really are using them too sparingly.
I mean, we get more. It again, as I recall. I don't know that it is a slam dunk.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of well, that was that, you know.
So, Bree?
Bree stays in a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, so George, might be a virgin, to be perfectly frank.
I feel so strangely, because we've talked a little bit about it, but by all accounts, Roger Bart is a lovely man.
Of course.
But he plays this role so well and so frequently.
It's alarming.
And the thing is, it's like, he's just repulsive.
Yeah.
And I kind of, we know he is because we've seen his machinations, but it seems like, I don't know, I guess he's a milady.
He is.
Hello, milady.
Yeah, but he's like a milady that has turned violent.
He's not like, he's like an incel.
Well, I mean, this was many years before we had that term in the zeitgeist. Kind of. There is a montage at the beginning where he's like just getting rejected by women with like, I have to wash my hair. I'm saving myself for marriage.
Because he's not taking it out on those women. Like, he's not like...
Well, he wasn't, but now he's taking it out on Bree. Because they go to start... She cooks him duck l'orange, and he has apparently so many servings.
She did say, because she was worried that the sauce was a little thick.
But
considering how many servings you had, which implies more than 2.
More than 2,
a minimum of 3.
Crazy. And then she even makes a further comment where she's like, I thought we were going to let the duck digest a little more. Absolute insanity. And
okay, I think that's what I was... We're coming off of season 5 of You, so I'm already feeling like my moral compass is skewed when it comes to these types.
I'm feeling morally shaken at the moment.
But number 2, I'm fighting the urge to try to defend him.
Sure.
Because I know he's indefensible. Mm-hmm. However, Bree's kind of being the worst with this. And
I mean, in what way, I guess?
She's getting hives, really. You're breaking out in hives. Like, it's like, either date this man or don't. Like, you are leading him on.
Okay, she is dating him, is the thing. But because then she goes to Sam Lloyd, the therapist, and he's like, you are having a psychosomatic reaction. You definitely still in your brain and your heart, you feel married still. So your body is doing something to keep you from
She also
crossing this
said
threshold.
she doesn't believe in the subconscious, which that...
Wild.
Yeah. I was like, Bree, you of all people.
So she does end up like kind of confirming it later when she's talking to George, and she's like, my subconscious doesn't, or like it's a psychosomatic reaction. The only reason I give this any kind of credence, well, first of all, it has a lot of credence. This is something that can actually happen. People get hives when they're nervous, but I didn't know she was still under there.
The dog is here.
Yeah. But the other thing too is there is a movie with Doris Day and Cary Grant called That Touch of Mink, and every time they go to start having sex, also because it's a movie in the 50s, she starts breaking out into hives, and then finally at the end they like get married and they're able to consummate, and then he breaks out into hives because he used to be like a ladies' man. It's very Down with Love-ish kind of. Anyway, so I'm totally fine with the hives part of it. It's just that Bree is not locked into like her inner self at all. So her body has to be manufacturing something to like keep it.
And I mean, I need to clarify, I am in no way, shape, or form on his side.
Right.
Like, and this episode was woof.
Well, especially because she's like, okay, he's like, I've got some antihistamines, and she's like, okay, plan a weekend away for us, and we'll go to a hotel out of town. There won't be like any, because they were going to do it in Bree's house, and it's like, that's just a reminder of Rex or whatever. And so she basically starts getting hives again at the check-in counter, and she's like, I still feel married is the problem. And he's like, I'll get another room, we'll just go antiquing like we were gonna do during the day anyway.
Which is like almost sweet, but then it's just like
no, it's disgusting. Because then so he gives her one of the antihistamines, and then they go to dinner,
but seemingly intentionally
to get her more drunk.
Yeah.
So she gets extra drunk. Also the front desk guy is like taking note of all of this, but not enough
that anything's coming of it. Yeah.
So she gets pretty drunk. He puts her to bed, and then he starts getting undressed, and we were very like, oh God. But he just takes off his tie and sits there and watches her sleep for like presumably at least 4 hours. And then
there's like a debate, because I Googled it, trying to get clarification. There's like a debate as to
if he did something to her,
what happened, which, speaking of Hays Code, I find fascinating. It's like, I don't think so.
I'd really rather believe he did just creepily watch her sleep. I don't want Bree to have been assaulted in this moment.
But it is the kind of tawdriness that the show traffics in.
But
and this show is just a hair before we got more thoughtful about a lot of these things.
So I don't want him to have touched her while she was unconscious, very specifically because when she wakes up and he gives her that speech about like,
I know what you want from me, and I thought I wanted the same thing, but
her hair, oh my God.
I still feel married.
It makes sense, I guess.
Can't you wait just a little bit longer?
I've already waited my whole life for you.
Ew, what?
I'm not gonna wait a little more. Well, let's be honest. There's no guarantee that you'll ever be ready. There's only so much rejection I can take.
What does that mean?
So, I'll do my best. But don't be surprised if one of these days you wake up.
Okay.
I'm not here.
I was like, where is this going?
I should get back to my room, try to get a little sleep. The antique store's open at 10.
Which again, like, at face value,
is a reasonable thing for him to say.
But it was it was a threat.
It's an ultimatum, and that's the thing is then she's very coerced when she just powers through and they have sex together.
And this shot
of her on the chair after.
Sure, but the zoom into the clock, because again, how quaint, but such a respectable 40 minutes later. And he's just naked in bed, asleep.
Yeah.
Dead to the world.
Yeah.
So gross.
Yeah.
Because she's clearly feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's just like.
So that's the thing. It's like.
So, because his whole pitch up until this point is that he's the nice guy. Even though he isn't. I understand.
Yeah. But that's my issue. That's my reasoning why I don't want him to have assaulted her while she was sleeping, because I think it's narratively a lot richer that she went through with it even though she still didn't want to.
Because it begs the question, what is?
Yeah.
And again,
and seemingly at least semi-enthusiastically for 40 minutes.
Well, and I mean, I'm gonna put a button on it. I like your comparison to the Hays Code.
Yeah.
I think that that plot in this episode allows you to have it a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
In a way that I think sometimes I'm like, ooh, they didn't do that plot a disservice.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the ambiguity of it does work in its favor here.
I agree. But I just like coming over to that, he, like you said, he is disgustingly sleeping and she is like awake and just looking at him and very like really contemplating the decision she just made, like how and why she made it. It's like all over her face, and Marcia Cross is so amazing.
I always loved her just on Red. And I feel like when the show was airing, it was a very popular show, and all of these actresses were very belle of the ball, like in the moment. And I feel like now with some time, Bree has really
she ages well, the character.
Yeah, like she's really come out as like the takeaway.
She didn't win a single thing for this.
Shocking.
They got 2 ensemble SAG awards, but Jesus.
She's like, in hindsight, in like fandoms and stuff, she's the takeaway. Like, especially on like gay Twitter and stuff. She is Mother, you know?
Well, she's just like, it's so, because like the Lynette stuff is fun.
It's because she's based on his mother, Marc Cherry.
Bree is?
Mm-hmm.
That'll do it.
That'll do
it.
Never underestimate the love of a gay man for his flawed mother.
That'll definitely do it. All right. Susan is a sociopath.
She's a child, is the problem.
A sociopathic child. Susan is the bad seed. Susan is the good son. Susan.
I can't. No, I started this off very proudly as a Susan apologist, and I'm tapping out. I might pick that mantle back up later, but for season 2, I'm sitting out. I'm
irredeemable. Nonsense. Okay, so Paul's back, mowing his lawn like nothing is the matter. Susan doesn't actually gather the whole neighborhood, but the whole neighborhood gathers. When Susan comes home, obviously, Flibberty Gibbet drops all her groceries on the ground.
She's just mowing the lawn like nothing ever happened.
Oh my God, Susan's home.
All her groceries.
Has she seen Paul yet?
There we go.
I think so.
Leslie Ann Warren is in this episode, and Susan is running laps around her.
In terms of nutball.
Yeah. I'm saying that's an accomplishment to show up.
So what is her name, Leslie Ann Warren's?
Sophie.
Okay, so Sophie, I forgot.
To have Susan running crazy laps around Sophie is an accomplishment.
So I forgot that Sophie was getting married. So Susan is fitting her wedding dress, and it's like we are meant to be. I don't know how I want to say that. The writing is insisting that we be worried that Mike has not proposed yet. Because apparently it is the only thought in Susan's mind. And to the point where she is apparently in cahoots with Sophie enough that they have determined that Susan should try on Sophie's wedding dress, but wouldn't that be weird because then Mike will see her in it and it would be bad luck. And Mike is very like, I'm not falling for this fucking shit. I assume Susan will pick out her own wedding dress when we get married. They are grown-ups. They are full grown-ups. You have to assume if you're still dating, you're planning to get married at some point. Give me a fucking break. And they both just are like,
I assume you want to pick out your own wedding dress when we get married, right?
It sounds like a proposal.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Are you planning to pop the question?
Well, if she knows it's coming, the question won't really pop now, will it?
Then I can wait. I'm a good waiter.
Give me waiting a fucking long ass time,
Just
bitch.
wondering if there's a ballpark of how long I will have to wait. A week, a month after lunch?
Month, a week after lunch?
You haven't even been officially hard.
It's like 3 weeks.
Unbelievable. Okay. The thing is like you can assume
if we take television logic, 5 weeks tops.
You can assume you're going to get married without it being like tomorrow. because very obviously Mike still doesn't have all the information about what kind of person Susan is, or he would never go through with this. Okay, so that all happens. Susan notices Paul is back. The whole neighborhood congregates, and she's like, well, Mike definitely heard him say that he did all this bad stuff, and like he's got Martha Hoover's journals that like admit he killed her and like all this stuff. So like, let's go talk to Mike. So the whole neighborhood is there, and he basically is like,
hey.
It's like Edward Scissorhands.
Paul Young is back.
Your girlfriend said Mr. Young confessed a murder to you?
No, not to me.
Mike, what are you doing?
Clearly not implicating himself.
But I've got a job to get to. Is there anything else?
No, that pretty much covers it.
Now Susan's getting in trouble.
Well, someone might as well say it. Susan, what the hell have you been smoking?
So then Susan looks crazy. And when she, like, accosts him at his truck, the absolute second that he has pressed on the brake, and then keeps closing the door on him every time he tries to open it. And she's like, why did you lie? And he goes, there were incriminating things about both of us in both of those scenarios. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 more years in prison, like all this stuff.
I had a gun. Like, I threatened him.
Yeah, I like broke my parole. I broke my probation. I had a firearm. I like put it to his head. I took him out to the desert. Like
Paul and Mike very much have a gentleman's agreement with,
sure, of course.
with this stuff that
100%.
Susan did not key in on.
Obviously, Susan's like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure. Like, because there was also evidence about her in Martha's diaries about Susan lighting Edie's house on fire. And I'm like, you just fucking cool your shit. So then Paul does end up talking to Mike, and Paul
finds out from Susan.
Susan talks to Paul first because he comes in her house and then accidentally brandishes a knife at her. So funny.
So also so deserving because he's
course.
like, "What are you pawing at behind your back?" And she's like, "A knife
she's being sneaky
to cut a tomato," and he's like this.
Yeah, incredible. And so she basically
Mark Moses is so good.
So good.
This episode was he's good always, but this episode particularly he was really
a little mustache twirly. So she basically eventually admits that yes, she gave Zach money to go find Paul because she assumed he was going to be somewhere in Utah where they have family. And so then Paul lets that slip to Mike. And so Mike comes over while Susan is wearing the wedding dress.
Her mother's
wedding dress. And is like,
did you give Zach money to go to Utah?
Her face is a different color than her body.
Yes or no?
He was talking so much about Julie. I tried to get him to come home with me, but he just kept going on and on about her, and I got scared.
Yes or no?
Obviously, yes.
Yes.
And she is the most humiliating character I have ever encountered. I'm so embarrassed. She runs out in the street in her mother's wedding dress.
Like, I didn't do it to hurt you. You gotta believe me.
He doesn't have to do shit.
Mike, stop.
Susan, you said you wanted to help me, and I believed you. That's it. We're done.
No.
They're not done.
No,
of course they're not done. But Jesus Christ.
I want to fix it. Please let me fix it.
Should have thought of that, huh?
No, Mike, please. Come back.
Also pathetic. Like, he's just mad for right now. Like, holy crap.
Yes, every little girl dreams of a big white wedding. But some dreams just don't come true.
Well, at least Lynette was home now for that. Sobbing!
She practically lays down in front of the car.
Sobbing, screaming, crying,
it's
throwing
watching
up.
Anna Karenina. Like,
you are not wrong. Literally screaming, crying, throwing up. I'm so sorry. Tell me how to fix it. Let me fix it. Blah. And when you told me that this plot line ended with her crying in a wedding dress in the middle of the street, I was thinking this was going to be like May Sweeps. This is episode fucking 6.
The very next week. You were like, oh. I assumed you were like being
humiliating. I would move. Are you kidding? And all of her friends see it and are walking out on the street to go comfort her. And I'm like, she doesn't deserve comfort.
Peel her off the asphalt.
This is and again, ruining her mother's wedding dress in the process.
Oh, there's another quinceañera dress where that one came from.
It's okay for an older bride.
Sure.
This is unacceptable behavior. It is entirely hoisted on her own petard, just like bed of nails of her own making. Absolutely not. There is no excuse. She is totally in the wrong. And you know that in the next episode, she's gonna be like, why doesn't he love me? Because you consistently lied and you sent his son away. And then you lied some more.
She's like a dog.
And then you were covered in ice cream. Child.
It's like she knows she's in trouble, but she doesn't know why.
And she just keeps getting smacked on the nose with the newspaper. It's unbelievable.
Mercifully, Julie wasn't in this episode.
Good Lord, imagine her having to pick up these pieces.
I think we'll see some of it.
With that mom and that grandma, it is absolutely wild that Julie is as well adjusted as she so far seems to be.
It's from the place of survival.
Woof.
So, well, I was afraid we weren't going to have enough to talk about with that one.
Plenty to talk about.
I can't wait to see where this goes.
Me too.
So, we're going to watch the next one.
Bye.